Dragon Ball GT Shadow Arc is more creative than anything in Super. Which is the best in the big three? Goku was never a bad father. We're gonna talk about it. Cartoons are more entertaining than anime. That, sir. Feats and DBZ and Super never went above planetary. Oh, it's that time again. It's that time to make people angry with anime opinions. My favorite time of the year. What's good, you guys? Your boy WesSideLive. And a couple of weeks ago, I had put up a post in which has garnered nearly 2,000 comments of what's an anime opinion that would have you like this. What's an anime opinion that could get you executed out here? That have you on them witch trials out here, okay? I have plenty, okay? I made a whole tier list. Still my most disliked video to this day, which I'm very proud of, by the way. So I thought, let me make a video and let's see how juicy and spicy these anime opinions can truly get. I actually had asked y'all about cartoon opinions. Anime fans compared to, let's say, like cartoon fans, makes cartoon fans look very based, okay? I don't know, I couldn't really find that many unpopular opinions. Anime fans are on something, I will say that. But let's start with this one. Bakugou will never not be obnoxious. Now this is opinion I wholeheartedly agree with, put my stamp firmly on this. Bakugou is not that great of a character. So I will never like Bakugou. Bakugou is not funny. He's not that interesting. He's not that entertaining. He's not that deep of a character. Like at all, dog. If they ever kill off his character, I would not be sobbing. I would be celebrating. That's how much I hate that character. Anywho, on that note, before we continue this video, we must talk about thy sponsors to keep the house lights on. Stop. If you didn't know, now you know. This video is sponsored by The Ridge. Ever needed a wallet for yourself or wanted to give a family member a sufficient gift? Well, here's an easy gift from The Ridge. Ridge is making gifting easier than ever. Y'all, we've all had those dusty old wallets. Well, The Ridge expands up to 12 cards plus room for cash while remaining slim as possible compared to them old Bucky wallets. Yeah, look at that crispiness. With 30 plus colors of carbon fiber, burnt titanium, forged ember. Guys, I've been having the Ridge wallet for a couple of months now. Not only is it slimmer, it just holds better. It holds all the cards together. It being durable. Don't do that at home, you look like a weirdo. And overall looking schmexier. The Ridge wallet is designed with RFID blocking materials. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fancy. And it protects from digital pickpocketers. An optional AirTag attachment so that you'll never lose your wallet again. And you can't forget about the Ridge key cases that securely hold up to 6 keys and prevents them from jiggling. They even have the new Smokey the Bear items, so you can check that out now. Ridge, as generous as they are letting you test drive this baby for up to 99 days. But you can send it back for a full refund if you don't like it. With each wallet coming with a lifetime warranty. So get your Ridge wallet today using my link, ridge.com/Wes. You also get a discount on your order using the code Wes. Click on the link on my channel. Thank you, Ridge, for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the video. JoJo Part 1 is not boring and is underappreciated. For me, I actually do like JoJo Part 1. I like all the JoJo parts, to be honest. JoJo just doesn't miss. It just doesn't miss, dog. But yeah, stamp of approval. Most anime script stories and plot range between grade school and middle school level creative writing. This person's absolutely right. Listen, are there some great anime that stand the test of time, stands up with the best of media, writing, and art? Absolutely. Let's talk about like the general sense. Let's be real here, okay? And I know, like, especially when you really get into anime, you think like anime is this just like incredible thing, which it is, but you think it's like untouched masterpiece. And really, to be real, especially from a writing standpoint, being in writing classes and speech classes, high school to collegiate levels, whatever, you can just tell if you're really paying attention. Anime does a lot of things that is just, it would be detestable among like education world of like writing. Grade school, middle school level writing at times. It is. I think what makes anime stand above all the rest as a media is the fact that you can dive into worlds that regular media just cannot dive into. All the free reign you can do with the character designs, especially in something like Dragon Ball or in One Piece. The things that you can do with animation versus the things you can't do with real people. The imagination that can go wild that you can't get from books, right? It is an amazing thing, but it is writing Ooh-wee, especially like for something like isekai. Ooh-wee, man, sometimes it's no bueno. Sometimes you get a master class, but a lot of times, more times than not, I will say, yeah, when you see enough anime, you'll understand this. I feel like the only people that are gonna understand this is when you see enough anime. But yeah, but I love anime, dog. I still love anime. Bakugou Route A was enjoyable and served in a good standalone story. Plus, it's got some slept-on fight scenes. No, shame on your entire family. Shame. This is not a stamp of approval. Shame. Nothing past those 12 episodes is good. Even the first 12 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul left a lot to be desired. Shame. Attack on Titan is a mecha anime. Stamp of approval, it is. Attack on Titan really turned into one of those political mecha anime. It turned into exactly that. It's a mecha. I like Thriller Bark, and I think it's one of the most enjoyable arcs in One Piece. This will not get Wes's stamp of approval. This is horrid, okay? And I don't even think this is an unpopular opinion. I feel like this is only unpopular if you're not like a big One Piece fan. I am an objective One Piece viewer. And as an objective One Piece viewer, Thriller Bark is dog shit. Thank you very much. I shouldn't have to watch a couple dozens of episodes for anime to get good. Preach! I think this is only something with a person with a life. I would say, okay? Listen, if a person said, I don't want to watch 1,000 episodes of a show or a certain amount of episodes to get good for a show, that person is entitled to that, because maybe that person has a fucking life and they want to either watch something else or get to something else or do something else, okay? Not everybody wants to watch 1,000 episodes. Some of y'all would think I'm targeting One Piece right now. Okay, I could be talking about anything, okay? We could be talking about anything. Stamp of approval. Dragon Ball GT Shadow Arc is more creative than anything in Super. Why are we... Hey, yo, maybe some of y'all are based. Hold on. Maybe some of my fan base is based. Hold on. Get. Oh, Dragon Ball GT is more creative than anything Super has came up with to this day. The baby arc was very creative, how they brought back the truffles. The Shadow Dragon arc, very creative. The entire history of Dragon Ball coming back to bite them. Okay, poetic justice. But it was very creative in concept, it just was not executed well. Euphoria is a cinematic masterpiece. Neither the TV show nor the hentai should ever be mentioned in the same category as a masterpiece. They both make me sick to my stomach. But I probably still prefer the hentai over the real TV show. Ichigo is stronger than Naruto or Luffy. It's an obvious statement, but One Piece and Naruto fans get heated when you say it. Ichigo is stronger than Naruto? I don't really know. I just know Goku solos all three. So Gohan isn't a disappointment. He's exactly what he's introduced as. I agree. Gohan is not a fighter. When he was introduced in the show, it was plain he was not a fighter. He fights when he needs to. He doesn't fight for fun. Listen, bro. This is what people need to understand. Why would Gohan be motivated to train? He has two niggas that are always motivated to train and have reached God levels. Why would, like, because people are like, why is he training? Gohan is such a disappointment. Why would he? That ain't gonna put food on my family, although his wife is rich. But that ain't gonna do nothing for me. For what? He doesn't like it. The Gohan is a disappointment, and Goku being a bad father are two takes that will always piss me off. He did everything he was supposed to do up to the Cell Saga. If anything, Dragon Ball Z should have ended at the Cell Saga. That shouldn't be an indictment on Gohan's character because he got to adulthood and y'all want him to be what Goku is. He's not what Goku is. They train because that's their life. Gohan doesn't, because that's not his life. He fulfilled his obligation. Unfortunately, there was money to be made for toys. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give that my seal of approval. Goku was never a bad father. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk. My seal of approval is right there. We're gonna talk about it. He sacrificed his life how many times for Gohan? Twice. That's already one too many. 2 times too many. Twice he sacrificed his life for his son. Okay, but Cell, listen. He believed in his son. Why? I understand. He made a mistake. Goku understood. He actually took accountability. He made a mistake. But was he wrong? Was he wrong? No, he wasn't wrong, was he? And then when his dumbass son didn't do the job he was supposed to do, he even took accountability for his fuck up. So he took accountability for his fuck up like a father should, and took accountability for his son's fuck up like a father should. He stepped up to the plate. Oh, but this, oh, but that. Like, he spent an entire year just with his son. He gave all the love to his son. He never pressured his son to being a fighter. Did anybody ever give him credit for that? That the most crack-headed nigga on fights didn't force his son to follow in his footsteps. Chi-Chi wanted him to be a scholar. Goku was like, damn. Like, if you go back to the first episodes, he's like, yeah, Chi-Chi don't want him fighting, so, you know, this is, you know, for my family, I'm not gonna make him fight. Ain't nobody giving credit for that. Sacrificed his life twice for his son. Ain't nobody giving credit for that. Goku's a great dad. Some niggas be going out for milk and never coming back, okay? Goku came back twice from death. Don't give me that shit. Old Hunter x Hunter anime is better than 2011. Let me stop you right there. I'm not even going to continue the rest of this. No. No, it's not. I've seen both. No. It's a super hot take to think 86 is a made anime. It's not just a hot take. It's a shameful take. I think it's a trope, and everything it was trying to deliver was already done more tastefully by most classic shows in this genre. 86 is a great fucking anime. You pagan. You heathen bitch. Okay? It's amazing. You take that back. Okay? It's a little tropey. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tropey. But sometimes tropey is fine. This is a hot take by me. Tropey is fine. Just because somebody else did it doesn't mean you can't do it. And if you don't do it as good as the other show, doesn't mean you still didn't do it well. If I score a B on the test, right? And somebody else scored A on that same set of test, you know, hey man. Is there an extent to tropiness? Sure. But just because you're tropey doesn't make it automatically bad. That's just a hot take from me. High School DD is a great story, and it isn't just about boobs. It is true, it is not just about boobs, but it probably would be better if it was just about boobs, because it sucks on every other level. The original Bakugou series had an overall better storyline than Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Any Yu-Gi-Oh! Eras! Were you on drugs when you made this comment? Listen, this is the pecking order, and it's never going to change. It's Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Digimon, Bakugou. Actually, no, it's not Bakugou. Fuck out of here, Bakugou. It's Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblade, then Bakugou. Those are the tiers. I like Fairy Tail. Congrats, you admit that you like trash. Jin is a good dad. Wow, that's something I have truly never seen. That is truly a hot take if I ever seen a hot take, sir. I don't even know where to begin with that. Now that's someone that went out to step out to get some milk. Cube Healer has the most complex story in anime.
Am I the only one who understands the complexities of this ambitious cinematic masterpiece?
Seal of approval. Jiren is an absolutely amazing villain, and people who say he is one-dimensional don't understand him. Shame. 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 Is this a troll? This has to be a troll. Nah, man, it's true. Jiren's entire character is based off the fact that he has a real complex about strength. When people say all his strength is true, in the same sense that he literally has only strength to rely on because of his trauma. That's why his character arc of learning to accept people is so good. It also shows his complex when even the slightest insult dealt to Jiren is a massive blow to his ego when he went off the handle. Goku was also the only person that made Jiren realize his strength isn't like every fucking villain character ever. Like literally this person must be new to anime, I can tell. I enjoyed watching Darling in the Franxx. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm gonna let you know. No, you did not. It's okay. It's okay, I'm here to tell you no. No, you didn't. The main reason a lot of people hate dub is because hearing anime voice acting in your native language sounds cringe, even though it's cringe in Japanese too. Even better take for all the dub haters out there. The only reason why you hate the dub is because you saw the sub first. Most dubs are fine or decent or even really good, especially nowadays. The only reason you hate the dub, it's cause you watched the sub first and you already have bias of what the characters should sound like. How do I know this? Because any person who watched Dragon Ball Z in sub before the dub, Full Metal Alchemist in sub before the dub, Yu Yu Hakusho in the sub before the dub. So many anime that we watched on Adult Swim or Toonami that watched the sub and never watched the dub, that ended up watching the dub, say that they hate the dub. Why? Because they already have a pre-bias, cognitive bias around the situation. And most of y'all watch subs now before the dub. So y'all come in to every single dub that most of y'all don't even watch. Y'all watch clips on YouTube. See a dub clip after you just watched a 25 episode anime and be like, that dub is trash. Don't even watch the shit. Don't even see anything else and then trash on the dub. That's most of your anime fans. Chainsaw Man, Makima did nothing wrong. No, she did literally everything wrong, if that's even possible. Cartoons are more entertaining than anime. That, sir, is a wrong opinion. Okay, I'm not one of those people that, oh my gosh, anime is so much better than cartoons. It is. Present day modern cartoons are not very good. And I would say even our adult cartoons have taken pretty much a hit in quality. So, I mean, I guess it depends if you're talking about the entirety of like cartoons history in the West and the entirety of anime versus each other. I think anime slightly edges over cartoons, but even I would say this, even the best cartoons in America heavily inspired by anime. I mean, Teen Titans, Shaolin Showdown, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and many more. Not to say we haven't inspired them in a lot of ways too, but they just diversified their genre, the media itself, more than cartoons have. Like, cartoons really just stayed in their lane a lot of ways, and that's kind of why cartoons a lot of ways are kind of dying out, because we stay in this very, very rigid lane, especially for adult cartoons. Don't even get me started, because they use the same fucking art styles for all the damn cartoons. Yeah, Black Clover is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. Are you on acid? Are you on crack? The bad kind? Are you on that booger sugar? Are you a crack baby? Because you sound like a crack baby by the statement. Dishonor on your whole family. The fees in DBZ and Super never went above planetary. That's just factually wrong. I asked this person how? How, Sway? Here's his answer. After they stop blowing up planets, we can only tell who's stronger and who by them punching each other. The environmental feats never go further up, though. That is an animation and creativity problem, sir. That is not a feat problem or a factual problem. One, because Beerus and Goku just punching each other shook the universe. I don't know if you forgot about that part. Gogeta, when he went up against Broly, literally broke dimensions. Boo and Gotenks screamed a hole in the dimensional vortex in itself. Frieza, by just pressing his hand on the planet firmly, blew up the planet. Planetary level, literally the original Dragon Ball had. Did Master Roshi? Did Piccolo just stare at the fucking moon and blew it up? You don't think they're well past planetary level? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Erased is a really good anime. No, it's not. That is all. The last third of Death Note is good. Seal of approval. Thank you. Okay, I think a lot of people are really salty with the L thing. I think the stuff with Nero and stuff like that, although it wasn't as interesting, I thought it was okay. It was still fine. And I still think it had one of the best final episodes in anime. Ooh, we have a Sakura fan here. I was waiting for this one. Sakura is more useful than people get her credit for while praising Hinata. Well, in my opinion, she's the useless one. Okay, so this person's basically someone like Sakura but accept the criticism but absolutely hate the fact that Hinata gets praise. Let's be real. Hinata only gets praise because she's hot. And that's facts. She's hot and she's nice, right? So the thing about it is, you are kind of right in your assessment. Sakura is more useful than Hinata, but the thing about Sakura is the main female heroine Am I saying heroine? Am I even saying that right? She's the main female character. Hinata isn't. Hinata, it really isn't even the secondary female character in the series. Tsunade is. Okay, so the thing about Hinata, there in Sakura, the comparison, there's a lot more expectations on Sakura. I don't think Sakura or Hinata were written that well in the series. Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man are mid at most. Must be a Black Clover fan. 3D animation ain't all that bad. It really kind of depends on the implication of it. A lot of times the implication around it means that the studio is cutting corners. But I have seen some good 3D anime, and I do hate the fact that when a 3D anime, although it can be jarring to see sometimes, a la Attack on Titan, just because you see some 3D animation or some CG animation from time to time does not make it bad. Like, at all. And then people will like tank the entire anime and be like, oh no, it sucks, oh my god, they use some 3D models. Like, shut the fuck up. Fire Force will be a top 3 new gen when the final arc gets animated, as long as it's done justice. I've seen a little bit of the final arc of Fire Force. Listen, will people be like, it's badass? Sure. Will people be like, this is a top 3 new gen? Fuck no. And plus, why are we still using like new gen for My Hero and Fire Force and Black Clover? These motherfuckers have like 200, 300, 400 chapters in. Okay? It's time to find some new names for My Hero, the Fire Forces of the world, the Chainsaw Mans of the world, Jujutsu Kaisens of the world. They're not new gen anymore, especially My Hero and Black Clover. We're still calling these niggas new gen. I'm pretty sure they came out, what, like 2016, 2015? Nigga, that's 7, 8, 9 years. They're not new gen no more. Record of Ragnarok anime was actually kind of good. No, it wasn't. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. Ooh. Fullmetal Alchemist, I'm guessing you're talking about Brotherhood, was low-key a disappointment considering it had some potential. The final battle ending was kind of cliche. Overall, it was good, but if ATLA was an official anime, no contest that Avatar is better. Alright, we have some layers to this one. One, I can't give it a stamp of approval, but I agree to a certain extent that technically Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is overrated. Not because it's bad, it's really good anime, but because it's like held as like the greatest anime of all time on like every site and every list. And I'm just like, technically, if I was objectively going about it, yeah, probably it'd be hard to not put it in the top 10. But like number 1, I always say Brotherhood is the ideal anime. It had the ideal set number of episodes. It did the ideal character arc things. It had the ideal really good fights. It had the ideal ending. It's an ideal anime. But I never went into Brotherhood and was like, the highs were like, hi, I'm up here. Which I feel like you kind of need that to be considered the GOAT. Like, at least sometimes in a series, whether it's an anime, whether it's a manga, whether it's a TV show, whether you even listening to a song, there's certain hooks that you're just like, oh, masterful. When I watched Brotherhood, although it was the ideal anime, it didn't really have those moments. You feel me? And even watching the ending, I agree with this individual. It wasn't meh, it was a really good ending, but it was like a cliche, yeah, this is how I expected it to end. Like, it just didn't really surprise me at any, it didn't even try to surprise you. It didn't even try to step out of its comfort zone. I felt like Brotherhood the entire way through, it was in some type of comfort zone of a story. Whereas like we do everything right and the system in the world is great and it is a great anime, but I can't really put you, in my opinion, over a Code Geass that took chances like, to me, to be the greatest anime or series, you gotta take chances in my book. You have to. And Brotherhood never did that. Okay? Code Geass took chances. Cowboy Bebop took chances. Attack on Titan took hella chances, okay? I don't know if I've seen any series take as many chances as Attack on Titan has. So when I see those anime that they take chances, like it fills me more. It fulfills me more when I'm watching them. And Brotherhood just never did that. Although I respect Brotherhood, it is a little overrated, and I do agree Avatar: The Last Airbender is better. Hitman Reborn is the best anime of all time. Hitman Reborn is peak trash. Glad I get a chance to say that, Wes. You're delusional if you don't think it's one of the greatest shows of all time. Leon, Shane, what are y'all Hitman Reborn fans? I need y'all to please explain to me. What the fuck are y'all watching? I that show a million chances. Hitman Reborn makes Black Clover, it makes it look like the GOAT. Black Clover is the GOAT compared to Hitman Reborn. I watch Black Clover any time of the fucking day of the week before I ever try to watch Hitman Reborn again. There's nothing here the entire way. The beginning, you start out the most unfunny kind of parody comedy of a series you could possibly have. I think that was like the first 30 episodes. Then you finally get into a serious arc, right? You have the most boring training montage, and then you have the most boring one-on-one fightings. Wait, like it wasn't a tournament, but it was like a sort of tournament type of a system, where it gave you the most boring, cliche, predictable fights, average animation fights, average character, cliche moment fights. And although I'm not against cliche, but if you're going to be an action anime and you're going to give me cliche, you better at least do the fucking action right. And the action, when I tell you, it's just, oh, I'd rather see paint dry than to see Hitman Reborn's animation. And then that's like the rest of the anime. It slightly gets better, but it really goes from like an animation standpoint when it comes to the action to like a 2 to like a 4. All the characters are one note. Even more one note than Black Clover's. All of them one note. Like they're not even one note, they're half a fucking note. All the designs are boring. The only thing that's good about this show is the power system. That's it. Because it's pretty unique. But when you don't have the characters or the story or the villains or the design or the music or the fight scenes, to at least go with it, especially the fight scenes, because I'm going to keep harping on these fight scenes. Listen, I am a big execution of genre. If you're an action, I hate when people be like, oh, Demon Slayer it's only good because it got good animation. Listen here, motherfucker, it's an action anime. You're here for the action, nigga. When you go to a Mission Impossible movie, when you go to an action movie, what are you expecting to see? A goddamn action. What a battle shonen is, to see shonen shit and fighting shit with some funny or cool or really interesting characters. Hitman Reborn does not do that. None of the characters are interesting, and the fighting is so goddamn boring. And maybe that'll be fine if it had like a really good plot or if it had limited fights. But there's so many fucking fights in this show. So yeah, Hitman Reborn is trash. And I'm gonna keep saying, I'm gonna keep letting y'all know, because I gave it too much chances and too much of my time to not. The age of consent is 18. I guess technically the anime community, that is a hot take. Thank you. Thank you. Seal of approval. Itachi was actually a bad guy. Listen, one, I have a lot of problems with the Itachi story, bro. You can really tell, if you're paying attention, that Kishimoto had every intention of Itachi being a villain. But then he saw how cool the character became and how popular he became, and he was like, okay, maybe I should like hold back because I want to see him in a good light. That's facts. This is the same motherfucker when that nigga in the back, he a real ass nigga though. I forgot. I think it's Kisame or something. I can't remember. Hey, you want me to cut off his arms and legs so he won't squirm when we take Naruto, a 12-year-old boy? And Itachi was like, that's what we gotta do.
These guys look like the real deal.
Maybe I ought to chop off a leg just in case.
Say what?
And this nigga was supposed to be good? We talking about the same nigga that told Sasuke to kill his own best friend so he can open up a goddamn power-up?
ただし、それには条件が最も親しい友。この俺のようにな。
Ultimately, I only filled you with hatred and made you go rogue. I turned you into a criminal.
Sasuke, if you really want to beat me, you're going to have to seek power. What do you think he was going to do? Huh? Nigga, you mind raped him twice!
お前は弱い。憎しみが。 あの日をさまよえ
And I will die with that hot take opinion. Which is the best in the big three? No, it's not. Even more of a take, it's the worst in the big three. I know it's hard for y'all to stomach this, Bleach fans. I know y'all getting y'all's hurrah right now with the new anime and blah 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 blah. And you know, power to all you, brother. But I need you to understand, I've read all three. Bleach is the worst out of the big three, and it's always going to be the worst. You are the small. You are the youngest brother. You are the baby. You always will be the baby. Madara has one of the dumbest villain plans in all of anime. Does he? Did he? To kind of think about it, Madara's plan was kind of like Thanos' plan in a lot of sense. I would say they have similar plans, but like in concept. And the fact that it was like, he kind of took upon him. So yeah, I can see some similarities between Madara and Thanos. And I can see some holes in the plans between Madara and Thanos, but isn't that what makes them like a madman? Isn't that what makes them a villain? Because it's kind of like ridiculous. I don't remember. It's been a long time. To be honest, a lot of times I was just like, ooh, Madara's so badass. Madara's so badass. Clip a motherfucker. That's all I really wanted to say for Madara. I don't know. Maybe it was dumb. Y'all tell me down below. Last one, and this one is perfect. Sword Art Online is fine, and Kirito isn't a bad protagonist. Sword Art Online is shit. Kirito is a terrible protagonist. Like, well, I mean, like, terrible. Like, I don't even know how you get that bad of someone just not being interesting whatsoever. Like, well, you just like that boring. It's like, damn, bro, how you that boring? Executed as poorly as possible. Not only that, you start to see his like writing flaws. You start to see it get worse as each season passes by. Sword Art Online is shit, and Kirito is garbage. And every character, honestly, in that show is kind of garbage. Only thing good I would say that I will always give to Sword Art Online, this is the only good thing that they ever had, was Kirito and Asuna's romance, which they haven't really done a good job with it past that. Like, they haven't really done anything real with their relationship past that. It's just, they're just like goo goo gaga over each other. I love you, you love me, blah blah blah. I mean, they really haven't done anything with them since then. But like the beginning of their base relationship in the original Sword Art Online was pretty damn good. And except for that, that show was trash. Anyways, that is it, y'all. What a time. Y'all anime fans, bro. Anime fans surely have some hot takes, okay? Let me tell you. Tell me what you think down below. Sub, share, comment, like. You know what to do. Keep on being amazing. Peace and two fingers.